Put on live here real quick from the Carnival Panorama. We are ported in Mazatlan. I was off the ship, did a tour earlier. I'll kind of wait for some people to jump on and talk about today, and looks like the notification just went out, so I'll wait for some people to jump in and chit chat a little bit about the cruise so far and go from there. So let's see, today is Wednesday, I believe. You lose track of days. So yeah, let's see if we get some people to pop on here real quick. It's probably in the middle of a bunch of people's workday. Hey, Marilyn, Dylan, welcome. Glad you're here. So you can hear some of the feedback for the panorama in preparation, just some additional feedback. Yo, what up, Betsy? What's going on, girl? Yeah, just some of the feedback you guys probably already heard in Panorama Peeps, but for others that will watch this today or on a replay, just so they can get some feedback. Hey, Cheryl Rasinski, how are ya? Just Dave, there he is, my man, just Dave in the house. Yeah, just very interesting. As I was mentioning to some friends and you know in a group of people that are going to Panorama, we have a little Marco Polo group. But I was just mentioning it's been different. You know, obviously my first cruise back since all this stuff has gone on with Corona and stuff, and I know a lot of people have enjoyed not having a lot of people on the ship, and I get that because I've been on full ships where it's like a pain to get there, paying to get into some of the shows and things like that. You have to get there early to get good seating and all that. So from that perspective, I get it, right? And waiting in long lines at the buffet, or waiting in long lines at Geisberger or Blue Iguana and all that stuff. So I get that. From that perspective, I understand, but it also kind of feels empty, and it is running at, I think, just over half capacity. 2,400, I think, is what they said are on here. So hey, Billy J Travels, what's going on, Bill? So for me, that part of it is kind of a bummer, because you just, like, for the deck parties and all that stuff, it's nice to have people. I mean, the club, the first night I went to the club, it was it was good capacity. And then, like, it died out. The last night when I went, it was still a good group of people, but it was a much larger crowd. And I don't know if maybe part of that is it's because now we're on port days and people want to get up early and get off the ship. So that's possible. I know that the group of people that I've been kind of hanging out with at the club, we were talking about, like, tomorrow is a super early day at Cabo, and it's like 6 to 1 or something like that. So to maximize that, you definitely can't stay up late, sleep in, and then maybe only get an hour outside. So I can understand. So a lot of us said, no, we won't do the club tonight. We'll meet up in the evening time at the club. So tonight will not be a club night. So see, people are just kind of chatting back and forth here. So yeah, yesterday I didn't do an excursion. We walked around Puerto Vallarta. For those of you that are coming out of or going out of Long Beach to the Mexican Riviera, whether it's on a Carnival ship or another ship, I know Cheryl, I believe you are, just be prepared. It's hot and humid. So if you're not going to do a water excursion, just be prepared, that it's going to be hot and humid, unless you're doing like a air-conditioned van or bus tour type of thing. If you're just planning on walking around and stuff, again, just be prepared. I just want to let everybody know, and I'll talk about that some more when I get back and do vlogs and my lives and stuff. It's you kind of forget how hot and humid it can be. Mazatlan today, I did an air-conditioned van tour, if you will, and that was a good time. But I would have liked to do. Yeah, glad you're here to troll Honey. No, he's a nice guy. See, I'm not gonna be mean to him anymore. He sent me a gift that was really nice. So no, he's nice. That's fun. We all like to mess with each other. It's kind of the thing we do. What was I saying? So yeah, it is what is life for. Yeah. But I would tell, and I kind of mentioned this to Cheryl, I think in a Facebook post, is that I would recommend, if you're if you love the water, recommend doing any kind of water excursions. We stopped at a resort, and just so we can go and just kind of put our feet in the water, take some pictures, and the water was amazing. Unfortunately for me, because, hey Ford man, welcome in, bud. Unfortunately for me, I can't go in the water, I can't go to the pool, I can't go to the hot tub because of my surgery. But man, if I didn't have that as an issue, yeah, I'd be in that water. It was amazing. It was so nice and warm and refreshing. So yeah, like I said, I would definitely, anybody that's going on October 30th, in our group, or any other time between now and then, or the same time, it's warm. Hey Sarah, welcome in. Yeah, so again, just the ship itself is beautiful. It's nice. Lee is a great cruise director. I got a chance to talk to him for a little bit last night, just to confirm that obviously the Halloween party is gonna be on Halloween, which makes sense. He said they just move it around, like Betsy had kind of mentioned to me as well. They moved the elegant night just so they could do that, so which makes sense. So that will be cool. But he's a great cruise director. Really, definitely enjoying him. The 80s night last night was so much fun. It was really, really a good time, and I recorded that. As far as vlogging is concerned, I'm kind of just doing like spot recording, if you will. So my vlogs are going to be either kind of intermeshed, or I haven't kind of decided how I'm going to do it yet. Been really trying to concentrate on just having a good time. What is the Puerto Vallarta port like post-COVID? Betsy said. So they tell you, and again, just kind of a little pro tip for those that are coming out, they tell you you're going to have to mask up indoors and outdoors. On Carnival, they'll tell you that. But when you get off the ship, we asked the locals and stuff. They're like, no, just inside the shops, they prefer that you wear your mask, but outside, no, you don't have to worry about it. So you'll see a lot of people that either had it down or just off completely. So they weren't really, they will fine the cab drivers, Uber drivers, or, store owners and stuff like that if they see them not wearing a mask. So it's more, kind of enforced that side. But Puerto Vallarta's changed a lot. I mean, I haven't been here in 10 years. But it's changed a lot. It was great. It was a lot of fun. It was nice, but like I said, it was just hot and humid. So if you're not doing, listen, if you're thinking that you're gonna just go walk, unless that stuff doesn't bother you. I mean, for me, I in Arizona, it's dry. So, but the humidity is a killer. It's a dry heat. But just walking around in that, I usually don't nap on our ship. I think I've mentioned that before. I was wiped yesterday. I literally came back and took a nap, and I usually never ever nap on a ship, so it wiped me out. Today I did the shuttle or the van tour, and it didn't bother me, so it was good. You in and out, it's fine. But just walking around yesterday, Let's see, can I walk the port? You can, sure. I'm not, I mean, if the humidity and heat doesn't bother you, I say by all means go for it, because there's some people like my wife that are always cold, so it wouldn't bother her. But for me personally, again, like I said, we took a taxi from. Well, first we walked to Walmart because my friends wanted to get some stuff at Walmart, so we walked over to Walmart, and then we took a taxi from there to the Mazatlán, the boardwalk, if you will, and that's where we did all our walking. So, honey, it's nice to see you with a shirt on for once. Classy. I wear a shirt now all the time. Well, and it's funny because after the surgery, and I was, I'm teasing my wife about being cold all the time. I'm still warm-blooded, but not like I was before. So that's why, for those that notice in the polos, I usually have a shirt on now, because I get colder now that after the weight loss and all that stuff. So the humidity and heat will definitely bother me. Yeah, Mary Ellen Dillon. Like I said, that's off the ship. On the ship, yeah, you're gonna feel it as well when you're out on the Lido and things like that in certain areas. Last night it wasn't too bad. In the evening time, it wasn't that bad. And actually the water was really nice. The pool water, I just sat and put my feet in the water while I was waiting. Like, they do like a pre-show where they're just playing music until Lee comes out. So like for 30 minutes until Lee comes out and starts the party. So I just kind of sat with my friends and had my feet in the water, and the water was amazing in the pool, the pool temperature. So that was really good. But yeah, just be prepared for it, Marilyn Dillon. Absolutely. I'm going to tell you, be prepared. Hot and humid. for sure. Cheryl says, Walmart, how far a walk? I don't know. I want to say probably less than 10 minutes. I mean, the longest part was waiting to be able to cross safely. It's a pretty busy intersection where you cross to go to Walmart, and pretty crazy. So yeah, even though we were crossing with a white walk symbol or whatever, some bus almost freaking hit us because there was one blocking us. He didn't see us, so he was going around and we were coming out. Yeah, that was a close call. So just be really, really careful, guys. Out here, it's a whole different ball game when it comes to driving. So if you're a pedestrian, be really careful. I mean, it's bad enough in the States. We know there's some crazy drivers in the States that don't give a shit about pedestrians and all that. But here, forget about it, man. You're on your own. So Cheryl, yeah, I would say less than 10 minutes to answer your question. And it's huge. The Walmart it's massive and has everything that you can think of. If you want to get some cheap souvenirs, it's not a bad place to go. Hey, Lindsey, welcome in. Thanks for being here. She says, how's your cruise? Is your bestie enjoying his first one? Is the ship amazing? I can't wait for my first back. So let me answer those questions. Hey, real quick, Richard Carrier, welcome in, buddy. That's the Beach Please OG in the house. Thank you for being here, bud. So Lindsey, my cruise so far is good. Just to kind of recap, it's nice. It's for me personally, I wish there were more people on here. I know it sucks, like I said, waiting in line for things and stuff like that, but I kind of wish there was more people because sometimes I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a ghost town. So, but all in all, I mean, hey man, I'm glad to be back on a cruise ship, and it's just so much fun. So, is my bestie enjoying it? Yeah, they are. It's funny because he made and I wasn't sure, like I was trying to get a kind of a feel, and he made a comment last night like, hey, I wonder if I can quit my job and just cruise full time. So I was like, he's hooked. He's definitely hooked. So that was a good indication. Is the ship amazing? It is. It's a great ship. The cruise director, Lee, is amazing. I mean, typical, fun that you would have. I just feel like, for those that have kind of critiqued Carnival, and I don't know, what the feedback has been off of Royal and all these other ships, but, Carnival's always been that fun party ship. And I feel like some of that is missing. And I think a lot of that has to do with the amount of people that are usually on the ship just having a great time. And when that's limited, I feel like the people that would normally be cruising, so there's less kids, and I know a lot of people are probably excited about that. Of course, there's definitely a lot less kids, but that means there's less families, a lot less people that are within my age demographic, right? So you're seeing some younger people, but even some of the younger people that I'm sure we all know are not willing to get vaccinated. They don't love cruising enough, like a lot of us crazies, to get vaccinated just for that. This is just whoa, knocked over my charging stuff. Anyway, so here's my take, guys. Here's how I feel. I feel like a lot of the people that would typically be sailing that are not like the diehards, like many of us, are not sailing because they're not willing to get the vaccine, not willing to jump through hoops due to the 2-day test and stuff like that. I mean, let's be honest. We're willing to do that because we're diehards, but a lot of people are just not willing to do that. They're just not. So I think they're going to be sailing like this. I hope not, because I hope that they can get people to come back, and maybe over the summer or during the breaks it might be better, but just in regular times I think they're gonna have a hard time filling the ships. I don't think a lot of people want to jump through those hoops and those protocols. Just my 2 cents, in my opinion. Hi Betsy, almost to the puerto. People talking back and forth. So Lindsey, yeah, all in all, it's fun, it's great, it's a good time. But again, I feel like for me personally, I feel like there's a bit of it missing with not having more people on the ship. And I was just talking earlier about the club, the nightclub. It was fun. Like the first night that I went, it was packed. There's a lot of people. And then the next night, the group that I kind of been hanging out with, that I met on the ship and stuff like that, they were there. Actually, they weren't there in the beginning. I was at the casino, and then they walked by like, "Yo, beach life, come on, we're going to the club." So then I left my machine and joined them. So that was kind of cool. They're a younger group, but one thing I gotta say, I gotta put this out there. you know, sometimes I kind of lose hope of our younger generation. It's like that. I kind of wonder, like, gosh, man, I don't know. I wonder. But this group of 20 somethings, and it's funny, ironically, they're actually from San Diego, which was kind of cool. They didn't know I was from San Diego, but I found out in talking to them later. But they, not just with me being a 47-year-old man and stuff like that, but with other people that were there of, you know, that age demographic, they were like pulling people on, let's dance, you know, have a good time and stuff. And it was really, really cool. They were like, it wasn't just them being in their little group. No, they were including all these people, and I love that. And you'll see that I'm going to just put out just like a little side vlog of the club life, so those that want to see it. Lindsey says, makes sense, honey. Must be why some are so cheap now through end of the year being advertised. Absolutely. So that's the thing. Say, whoops, gosh, guys, sorry. I'm like using my water bottle as a stand here. So, I don't know if this is gonna work. Hopefully it'll stay. I'll try not to touch it too much. So, yeah, and so I know a lot of those deals are casino deals that we're seeing, but I hear that other people that are getting those deals as well, and I see why, because they're trying to get people on the ship. And the other thing, what have you been able to eat, honey? Oh, I'll talk about that one second. Thank you, Betsy, for asking. So, but the other thing I wanted to say is that, like the people that were mentioning that have been on other cruises, oh, you know, there's not a lot in the buffet to eat or blah, 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 and things like that. Well, there's not that many people. It would be, I mean, you know, you guys realize that food gets wasted all the time. It'd be even more of a waste that they're making a ton of food for a bunch of people. So they have only certain areas of the buffet open and not a huge selection, quite honestly. I get that, I see it, but then it'd just be a bunch of food wasted. And there's definitely a lot of food options. I don't understand, you know, again, this is just me, my opinion, my thoughts is that there's so many other food options. There's the deli, there's Guys, there's Blue Iguana, the pizza place, you know, so, and the MDR. So I you know, is the buffet really that important? I don't know, not to me, but maybe to others, so I get it. Betsy, you said what I've been eating. Not a whole lot, honestly. I can only eat so much, and sorry guys, I know my hand was in the camera there because I was trying to scroll, but not a whole lot. I can only eat so much. My stomach is only, you know, can only hold, and so I'm able to eat pretty much anything, right? That, but yeah, it just very, very small portions. So what I've been trying to do, because at the dinner I asked them, is there any way to get like kiddie portions, small portions, something? And they're like, no, it's kind of just plated, you know, the same way and all that. So what I've been doing is finding out what other people are ordering, and then if they're ordering things that I want, I won't order it, and I'll just ask them for a small slice. Because I mean, this, you know, like the steak, you know, it's like a little bit of this and that. So that's my way of trying to not waste food. So I just ask them for little pieces of their food. So that's, I did that again last night with the steak, with the fish, and a few other things. So the only thing I order on my own is shrimp cocktail, and that's pretty easy for me to eat, the shrimp cocktail. Hey Teague, welcome in. I am doing great. As you can see, I'm on a cruise ship, so I am very super excited to be back on a ship, even though I know it sounds like I'm being a little negative, but I'm not. I'm just trying to be honest with everybody, just because I want people, when they come on the ship, to have realistic expectations of what cruising is like now. Would I do it again? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be doing it October 30th. But I want other people to make an informed decision. Do I want everybody to come back cruising? Absolutely. But I don't want anybody to come back and then just complain about it and say, oh, I wish I would have known, I wish I'd have known. So I want to try to be as honest and transparent with you guys as I can. So wish I would get some deals. Well, maybe after you go on your next cruise, Mary Ellen and Dylan, you'll probably get them. That's what I hear, is that as soon as people are going on a cruise, whether or not they went in the casino, like one person said he only spent like $10 in the casino and he still got casino deals. So sorry again for I gotta scroll on the screen here. Dang, is this 4K $200 a day Carnival internet? No, it's not. It's the premium. Is the quality good? Audio, video good? That's good. And I've been doing them in my room because I feel like this is the best spot. It's quiet and I can have a good conversation without you guys, without any interruptions. So hopefully it's a good connection. Yep, that's what I found. To try to eat vegan is near impossible because everything is pre-plated. Yeah. So here's what I'll tell you. Mary Ellen, the vegetarian, and I know it's not vegan, so, but the vegetarian Indian dishes that they have, my friend's wife got them a couple times and she said they were outstanding, and apparently they change it every day. That's what the waiter told us. But she said they were really, really excellent. So again, I know that's not vegan, but those that are vegetarians and are curious, that is definitely something I would recommend. Do they have a rack of lamb, Rocky Mountain sheep oysters? They had lamb yesterday, not a rack, but and no Rocky Mountain sheep oysters. Gosh, Bill. I'm gonna send you back your bear so I don't have to be nice to you anymore. Just kidding. Teague says, I want to cruise. I'm planning to go back in November with everything back to back. Oh, very cool. How did you win? Just out of curiosity. Mary Ellen says, I've already been on 2 cruises this year, no deals. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry. I know you just went on the Mardi Gras, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they pick and choose. It's weird. I'll let you know if I end up getting one after this one. I played in the casino and obviously went on. So 10:30, what's your next cruise? We'll be on Mardi Gras the same day. I'm going to be on the Panorama. I know, I wish I was going to be on the Mardi Gras, but I'm going to be on the Panorama. But luckily, I'll be joined by a lot of good friends from our community here. So that's going to be excellent. I'm having a great time with my first-time cruiser friends. But being on with all my YouTube friends and stuff like that, definitely a different experience and stuff. So it's going to be a good time. So I'll be back on the Carnival Panorama, Lindsey, to answer your question. That's my next cruise. So, and then after that, the only thing, I had one booked in December. I had to cancel it. I booked it at the wrong time because I didn't realize when my daughters were going on spring break. So I haven't rebooked that yet. I may or may not do another one in December. So my next one that's booked would be March the 4th, the celebration. And I'll be going with my friends over at Beach Please and Holly Ayers, one of the supporters from the community. Texas Pito says, never gets casino deals. Wife gets them all the time. See, I'm in the same boat. My wife gets the casino deals and I don't, because she typically plays more in the casino than I do. Not a whole lot. She doesn't play a whole lot. Maybe a couple $100 a trip, or so. I mean, I see the receipts, so it's not like, she's playing more that I don't know about. But yeah, so yeah, the quality's good, no problem there, honey. Okay, good, very good. Thank you, Teague. I don't eat Indian food, couldn't eat anytime I went out in Delhi. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's tough. They do have, and you probably saw that on your other cruises, Marilyn Dillon. They have I'm going to record, I'll try to do like a short snippet, because I'm going to have like a hodgepodge vlog that has just kind of a lot of tips and, I don't want to say tips and tricks, but like just some quick tips and stuff. So I've been kind of, because everybody's been doing the same thing over and over and over, and I want to try to do something a little different. So I'm going to try to, and since things are changing all the time, but I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like the menu meal helpers or whatever. Anyway, for anybody with food allergies and things like that. So I'll try to get some info on that, unless you already saw it, but I'll get it for other people that didn't know about it. Okay, honey boy, I got to get on the call. I have the best time. Thank you, Betsy. I appreciate you being here. Hey, Sarah, howdy back to you. I get all the casino. Yeah, so you and my wife, you guys can just go cruise together with cool deals, and Pepito and I will just stay home. No, we'll go with you guys. But yeah, I'm hoping I'll get some deals here. Teague, hello from the concession stand at school. Teague says, I am a TA. It was for supporting their cruise line. Okay, still was partly luck to be in the top 100 agents. Also have another I won for next year. I'm so excited to go. Oh, that's awesome. That is really cool. Somebody was mentioning, I think it was Chris from See the World with Chris, was saying that they had some other deal for TAs. I want to say it was Royal, not like maybe a couple weeks ago he mentioned it. I know a lot of people go and get their TA license, if you will, or whatever, get certified. I know a lot of people did it for that free Virgin cruise. I know some people do it for the free Princess cruise and other promotions and stuff. So, I mean, I guess, and they don't use it actively. They just do it for the free stuff. So, not a bad deal, I guess, as well. I know, honey, they're not equipped. Yeah, they really need a real vegan menu. And I think we talked about this before. I think you've said that in your or mentioned that in your surveys afterwards and stuff. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm guessing some of the other cruise lines do accommodate that better. And as much as I love Carnival, of course, there's things they could definitely do better. Obviously that sounds like one of them. I can't wait for my very first group cruise in October 2022. That's right, Ford man, you are going to be doing that. That's awesome. Sorry, I got to get a drink here real quick. It's another thing, like I have to kind of take small sips of water. I can't just chug like I used to, which is a bummer. But all the little things to get used to. Well, guys, my friends are back on the ship. They've been messaging me, so I'm going to go meet up with them. They did an excursion on their own. I did an excursion on my own, just because we weren't sure. It was a bit of a miscommunication, but it's okay. It happens. Originally, I thought they weren't going to go do an excursion. They were going to go walk around. I had no desire to go walk around again, so I just jumped into an excursion I saw as I was leaving the port. Anyway, let's see here. Teague says, yes, I have the Royal one also. That was related to getting a membership. Okay, cool. And I've always been full-time. It's a massive amount of work, but I love the career. So that's the thing. As far as TAs are concerned, it's always difficult. I know, it's like my wife's a realtor, and the realtors that do it full-time, like my wife, versus the realtors that do it part-time, there's definitely, you see a difference there. And I'm sure you see that with TAs as well, because when you have your regular job, and I'm the type of person, I'll be honest with you, I probably would be one of the worst clients for most TAs. And luckily my TA is a friend of mine I've known since I was 19 years old, so 20 years old, whatever, so 27, 28 years. And and she's doing it full time now. And I'm constantly like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you change it? I mean, it's either I do it on my own, or she does it and gets a benefit from it. I used to do it on my own because I'd be like, I don't want to bug people and this and that and everything else. But it's like, all right, if you don't mind and you want the commission, that's fine. So that's kind of how I see it. But I get that. Enjoy. I can't wait to be on board Pride in Panorama this month. Well, I look forward to seeing you on the Panorama. Enjoy the Pride, Mary Ellen. And with that, guys, I'm going to sign off. And again, thank you for those that joined and popped in and said hello and chatted and asked questions. And I will probably try to do one more maybe before I leave the ship, and just kind of give maybe a little wrap up or something, maybe on the last day before we get off. So maybe on Friday I'll try to pop on and do that. So bye, honey. Enjoy the rest of your cruise. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that, bud. I'm going to go out and see what's cracking out there. Bye, everybody. Love you. Thank you so much for being here.